I believe every artwork that a person creates is in some way a self-portrait, whether they know it or not. And most of the time we don't know it until someone starts to tell us, to point out to us the things that are meaningful. They can recognize immediately, this looks like you, or this says something about you. And thanks to artists and painters, there are 1,000 different ways to see the world, because there are 1,000 different ways to draw any one given subject. Everyone draws in their own way, and they eventually end up speaking their own language from an artistic perspective. And these paintings just became, eventually, a manner of a self-portrait and became my language. I like to deviate from realism, but I learned throughout all my years of genre bending that there's a great quote by Salvador Dali, which is that in order to master surrealism, you first must become a master of reality. We live in a world of realism, and we already know it very well. So to deviate and to explore what lies beneath the veneer of our society, of the human experience, that's the kind of mystery that compels me. So my last 2 solo shows were almost exclusively black and white oil paintings, and they were based off of old photos. They were mid-century, sort of like romantic, dreamy, some even fashion imagery. I can never be a static artist. I don't want to find my signature look and then stay with it for life. I just can't do that because I have so much creative impetus. I love contemporary work. I love juxtaposition, but I also love Rembrandt. I love Danish painting. And so I'm always developing ideas and juxtaposing things, combining things. And I had this sort of like creative instinct to add color to the black and white paintings, but I didn't know quite how for a couple of years. And I like to leave room for intuition while I'm painting. I had the idea, suddenly it seems like a zigzag streak of lightning in the brain, to isolate a diving figure instead of the monochrome gray sky, to just add a color. And it was just such a simple technical exercise, but when I painted it, it was suddenly so powerful. I stumbled into something that was so beautiful. It was romantic, but it was also meaningful. And then this whole series of jumping off divers developed in the studio. Like I said, as I left room for intuition, this just came about, as Dr. Seuss said, it just happened to happen.